Hey YouTubers, Electric Adventures with another package. Had a couple in the last couple of days. Now this package is something that I specifically ordered as a package, and it's the start of a new special project. So, a reasonably large box. It's not heavy though. Open up. This is something that will probably take me a little while to get going, because it will require some construction. Okay, we've got lots of foam stuff in here, so let's put it down so we don't make too much of a mess. Okay, now first out, cutting to do. Polystyrene bits, unfortunately. Okay. We have an SNK MVS main board, single slot. So I'm going to start making a Neo Geo and potentially Mame Duo. I'm going to see whether I can work out how to do the controls wired up into two things, but also have a full MVS system in there as well. Now I have had for like 5 years, I have buttons, controllers, so I've got two controllers, full sets of buttons. You know, Credit Select was always going to build a Mame machine and never got around to it. So I thought, well, I really do like the Neo Geo stuff, and I had an opportunity to get one of these, so that's the main board. And we've also got, as a package deal, I got most of the components needed to assemble the system. So really, I already had the control buttons. I obviously now need to do the harder thing. It's really not so hard depending on how good you are with woodwork, and a bit of wiring, is build the actual arcade cabinet. So the next item in here is a jammer harness, so that attaches to the front of the main board. So that's all aside. Goes on nice and clearly labelled, so it'll go on there. And then you have lots and lots of lovely hookups, including power and things like that. So there is a fair bit of wiring with one of these. It's not for the faint-hearted. So digging through the box. Now the next most significant item that made this made me consider actually doing this, because although you can pick up MVS cartridges from around $10–12 sometimes, some of the cartridges, like some of the metal slugs as an example, they can go for $100–200 each sometimes. But there is such a thing as a multi-cart, and this is a 161-in-1 multi-cart, Series 1. So that plugs, so the two things plugs into the system. So go in there, like so. Right, and you just leave that in the machine. It has a menu selection screen, and it has the games list. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. I'll try, but it has a lot of the classics there. So look, you've got every single Metal Slug there, all of the great fighting games. I mean, a lot of repeats of similar games, but you know, like Polestar on there, which is one of the shoot 'em ups, is horrendously expensive. like, you know, an actual cartridge of that can go for like $1,000, and they're not in alphabetical order, so it's a bit hard to find. But I mean, there's even like Neo Bomberman there, and so Aerofighter 2, I've already got on the Neo CDs, but Aerofighter 3, Strikers 1945, and there's 2 listings of that, so there must be 2 variants of it. What else have we got? Sorry, I'm just looking for shoot 'em ups. I'm being very biased here. So, I don't know what Panic Bomber is. Blazing Star. All sorts of games on there. So, I think that'll make a very entertaining, you know, arcade unit. Even if I don't do the main bit to start with, just get this wired up. It'll be great. And even has so this is from a place called Cobra Pinball and Arcade, highly recommended, and they've sent some instructions there, which is really nice of them. Now the last part of this, oh, there we go, look, they've even sent instructions for wiring up the jammer harness, and the last item that I got is a complete package. It was actually, you know, cheaper than not trying to use a PC power supply. Is an actual brand new arcade power supply. So it's not a second-hand one. Much easier to wire up. And it'll make the whole, you know, the whole thing's not very big. So this is a challenge for myself for this year to see how far I can get with making this cabinet. Now I'm going to use marine ply. I'm going to do a stand-up cabinet and put it over there next to the coffee, so it's not in the way. And I do have a couple of old computer monitors, so I'll have to muck around and figure out what's the best monitor hookup I can do. But there are plenty of CRT TVs you can pick up around, and monitors and things like that for virtually nothing. But I'll try and pick something that's suitable for the for the setup. I think this is horizontal setup. I'll have to check. It might be vertical, so depending which way I orientate orientate the monitor. Alright, so this will be, I'll make this the start of a new series, which is my arcade project, and I'll give you regular updates as I go. Okay, catch you next time.